fabulous friends. Is it Wednesday already? It is, so you know what that means. It's time for your What's Up Wednesday, and it's Lindsey here, and I'm going to be talking about how to add some cool things to your whiteboard file on your Newline Q series. So I've got my Q series behind me. I'm going to show you how to add things to it very, very easily. So the first thing I'm going to do is get to my whiteboard, and so I can either do it from a little floating menu, click on the whiteboard icon here, or on my home screen, I can click the whiteboard icon that's right here. Either way, it brings me to my whiteboard. I'm just going to tell you there's all kind of cool tools down here and things you can do. I'm specifically focusing right now on these three dots down here. And more specifically, I'm focusing on this add menu. Okay, so the first thing you can do is add an image. And if you've got an image saved to the panel, or if you've got your Drive or OneDrive connected, you can come over here, get to your image, find an image, and add it to your whiteboard file with just a couple of clicks, which is super easy. So if you've got some things prepared, know that you can get to it from there. If you need text, so if your handwriting is just not cutting it today and you need them to be able to read what you're actually trying to put out there, you can do text here. You can increase the size, pick your color, and then all you have to do is tap on the screen. You've got your on-screen toolbar that pops up, or your keyboard. When you type out what you need to type out, you just tap off of it anywhere in the white, and then there's your text on the screen. Yay, super easy. Three dots again. The next one is sticky note. Y'all, I love the sticky note option. I'm going to click on sticky note. I'm going to pick a color. So let's do this green one, and I'm going to tap somewhere on my screen. There's my sticky note. What I really like about the sticky note is anything you annotate on top of this is actually going to stick with it when you move it. So I'm just going to get this so that I can move this around, and notice all my annotations stick on the sticky note. So it actually is a sticky note. Yay. Okay. Next thing I'm going to show you is you can actually insert a document. Again, if you've got something on here, or if you've got your Drive or OneDrive connected, you can navigate to those things through here. But it's going to be a PDF. It has to be a PDF. And what it does is it takes that PDF and it adds the pages from your PDF as pages in your whiteboard file. And so you'll notice right now I'm on page 1 of 1 because I've only got one page here. If you add like a 5-page PDF, you're going to have 6 pages now, because it's going to add those as additional pages in your whiteboard file that you can use your little arrows to navigate to. Super helpful. Then you can use all the tools that are on here to do some fancy things on that PDF that you have. But that's an option. But I'm going to go to the next 3, which are actually my favorites. So the first one is search image. And so let's say I'm talking about the water cycle with my students. I've already done a search. But let's say I'm talking about it and I realize I need a really good diagram. I've drawn a picture and it's just not cutting it. So let me find one that I really like. I'm going to go with, let's just do this one. It's simple. I'm doing lower elementary students. So when I click on it, I get the little plus sign. So I can click on my little plus sign here. It adds it in here. I've got the pages or the buttons so I can resize it if I need. I can move it around. And then what I love is then I can take my pen and I can write on this, and we can talk about the different types of precipitation that you have and all of the fun things. So that's an image search built in, and it's on your network, so it's going to be filtered for you, which is a huge plus. I love that. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to resize it a little bit and pop it out the way. But let's say, okay, I'm talking about the water cycle, and I'm talking about evaporation, and my students are just not getting it. And so I need some help. I'm going to come over here to go to search the web. It's going to pull up a Google search. So I'm just going to Google evaporation. And I'm searching for evaporation, and I've got a dictionary, and that's okay. It is a full Google search. And so it's got some information here. And I realize, you know what, this is really, really helpful. So my little menu's in the way. I'm going to hit the little white button in the middle to move it. And this is what I need. I want this in my whiteboard file so that I can have that. Notice in the top right corner of this window, there's that little circle with the box and the camera in it. That's a screenshot, y'all. I'm going to click that, and it gives me my little box here that I can resize. So I just want, let's see, just these pieces. Stop moving around. Okay, so I want this information. Once I have what I want, Then I can screenshot, take a picture. There we go. Click the little checkbox in the top corner. And then that is added to my page. So easy. Love that option. Okay. Last option is you can add a YouTube video. Now, the one thing I will tell you about the YouTube video, it's great to add it in here because you don't have the ads in the front and you're not going to have like the comments or the suggested videos that pop up, which is awesome. When you add the YouTube video, you're going to search for it. So I'm doing evaporation, or let's do water cycle for kids. Okay. All right, I'm looking through and I find the one that I want. Let's just do this one. I'm going to click on it and it adds it to my page. It's in here. It's floating on top of whatever I have displayed on my screen. My volume's not up, so you're not hearing it. I'm just going to go ahead and pause it. But it's that easy to find a video and pop it into your whiteboard. The one thing I will tell you, though, this actually floats on top of your page. And so if I do add a page and I go to page 2, notice everything else is gone. However, my YouTube video is hanging out. So this is going to hang out in the top. If I need to minimize it, so like we're watching pieces of it, we're going to talk about evaporation on this page. I've done it. I can hit the little arrow up in the top corner and it's going to pop it out into Chromium for me so that I can go back and forth, or I can just leave it floating in here if I need to. Okay. When I'm done, I can click the little X and it's going to go away, which I love that. Very easy to add an image, very easy to do a Google web search and then screenshot pieces of that to drop into your whiteboard and then to add a YouTube video. So that is how you can add some cool things to your whiteboard on the Q series panel for Newline. Hope this helped. Thanks, you guys. Have a great Wednesday.